Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. I was just about to shoot a video outside, and next thing I know, there's a tow truck loading up a car in the driveway, my landlord. And so that was really loud, so I didn't want to wait to shoot, so I came back inside. Go figure. Instead of tractor boy, it's tow truck boy. Anyway, today's topic is something that came up in a discussion in the group coaching last night. And it was a concept that one of the ladies in the group said she kind of wrote down her fears. So the topic for today is going to be why writing down your fears can help eliminate them. Okay? So we'll get to that in a minute. I want everybody to relax, breathe, find some peace, tranquility, calm, certainty, confidence, courage. Lots of goodness to go around, right? But it's a choice to focus on that stuff. Because if you listen to the screaming head and the voice of fear in your head, those other things are a lot more difficult to come by. So, writing down your fears. Some people might think, well, that's bad because that makes them concrete, doesn't it? Well, if you don't take a moment to write down your fears and analyze the fears and then question the fears, sometimes we can just get stuck all day long with the chatterbrain in our head on these fear thoughts, on these worries, on these catastrophic thinking, these negative predictions, the rumination on the nocebos that you heard on the internet, the things people have told you, the diagnoses you've got, the diagnosis you have given yourself based on symptoms and the research you've done. And what I think ends up happening is many people, not just a few, but many people end up spinning on all of that stuff all day long without realizing it. And so what I'm going to suggest here is something I would like you folks to play with. And then feedback, let me know how that goes. But I'm going to encourage you to get out a notepad and write down your fears. Be specific. I am afraid the doctors missed something. I am afraid I won't be able to make this go away. And go through and list and spend a couple of minutes doing that. And what you're going to realize is you're not afraid of as much as you think. You're probably afraid of like 6 or 10 things. And you're looping on all of those 6 or 10 things 1,000 times a day. And so by shrinking it down into a concise list, that may help say, wow, I'm really not afraid of that much. So, if I can counter those fears, then I have a much better chance of neutralizing them and moving forward with teaching my brain I'm actually safe. So just think about it this way. We want to list the fears, and then we can simply ask, is that true? Is it based in fact? Do I have hard evidence of that? Or is it just oh no, what if? Right? So list your fears. Draw 2 lines down, the page. 3 columns. Left side, fears. Middle, is this actually true? Is it proven? Or is it just a fear? Is it just a worry? Is it an, oh no, what if this is going on? Is it an imaginary potential? Right? And then in the last column, what I'm going to encourage you to do is write out either the accurate truth about what's actually going on. No, I'm not stuck with this forever. Accurate third column would be, this is a mind-body condition, TMS, perceived danger pain, and therefore it is reversible, it is temporary, it is a false alarm. So fear will I ever get rid of this? Is that true? No, it's a fear. It's a worry. It's a what if. Opposite, I know what this is. It's a mind-body condition. It's perceived danger creating these symptoms, and therefore it's reversible, temporary, and a false alarm. It's based on misinformation and fear. Okay, so now what we've done is taken away this fear that says, what if I never get better? Okay, and do that, those 3 columns for every single fear you've got. What if the doctor missed something? Is that true? Well, you've been to 65 doctors over the past 10 years. It's not likely they've missed anything. Okay, so it's a fear. It's an imaginary worry. It's a what if. What's the opposite of that? Well, I have been to 65 doctors. I've had, investigations by the best medical people around or whatever. And even if you haven't, even if you've been to 1 or 2 doctors, they're really good at finding serious stuff. That's their job. And if they look at you and go, don't know what's causing this, it's not a medical condition. It is a mind-body condition. It is perceived danger creating symptoms. Or if they give you a diagnosis, that also is not proof that, well, certainly they didn't miss anything. They came up with something, and in some cases they will diagnose you with something that is a medical label, but not actual proof that you're damaged or sick. So in that case, what's the opposite? It's, well, I've done the assessments. I've evaluated how my symptoms are behaving, and therefore I know it's temporary, it's a false alarm, it's perceived danger, it is not a structural flaw, even if I have a medical diagnosis. So play around with these 3 columns. Fear, is it true? And what's the actual facts or the opposite of what the fear is? And what you're going to notice is not only are you only afraid of a lot less things, because if you think all day long and you're like ruminating and fearing and catastrophically thinking and oh my goodness, and you're busy doing that all day long, you might think, I'm afraid of everything. I'm afraid of 1,000 things. But when you write them down and you cross off the duplicates, you realize, oh wow, I'm not afraid of as much as I thought. And that right there is fear reducing, because you go, ooh, yeah, I've just been ruminating and repeating my fearful thoughts. So that's a good start. Then you question, is this fear actually based in truth and fact and reality, or is it based on an imaginary future of not getting better or something horrible happening? Imagination is not a true fear. You're exerting caution over something that is not even happening yet or at all and may never happen. So fear and worry, important to know the difference there. But is it fact? Is it true? Is it proved? Yes, I have the symptoms. That's not proof. Symptoms are not evidence of tissue damage or illness. Symptoms are evidence of a brain perceiving danger. And then the last column is, what's the opposite of the fear or the worry? What's the opposite? And what's the truth behind it? And inevitably, if you're in my world and you've been doing this stuff a while, the truth is this is a mind-body condition. It's a false alarm being sounded by a scared brain, which is operating on misinformation, which is creating the fear and creating these illogical sometimes beliefs or fears that we've got. And so the truth is I'm actually okay. I just need to teach my brain that, because my brain doesn't think I'm okay, but it's incorrect, because I've learned about it. I've done the analysis, and I'm in the right place. So play around with this. Get out a pad and paper. 3 columns. Fear. Is it true? What is the truth? What's the actual or the opposite of the fear? And what you're going to find is this is a very useful exercise to neutralize what's going on and what your brain is rattling on about all day. And comment below. Let me know how that goes. As usual, folks, I love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.